Monte Cristo is my co-host here, coach of some team that is currently in Korea, like losing to like MKZ and IM2, or which I'm trying to think which the bad one was there. I couldn't even remember. That's how bad the IM organization is. So, hello Monty, how you doing?
Good. I'm happily sitting in the Korean dumpster right now.
Okay. I mean, that is in many ways that's where Double F, that's his spiritual home. He's just gone back to it finally, you know. You don't look that bad, Saint. I want to know something right now. When I've ever seen photos of you by Riot, I'm sure you had more receding hair than that. Have you had something done? I know you're in LA right now. You got all that fat cursed money. Like, how did you get that hair back in the middle there, Sid? That wasn't there
like
in all the
hair
pictures I saw.
transfusion or something?
You've done something.
Nah.
I don't know.
But I just got a haircut, actually.
Okay.
Believe it or not, you can actually like chop some of this off. It may not be much.
And you just tell them to like gel it forwards. That's where I needed to go. Okay. Speaking of which, actually, talking about people who look different years ago, did anyone see this video recently of Monty that someone put on Reddit again, where he appeared on Shox' show? Some like, what was it called? Something recap, SK recap or something, you know, like. And Monty appears in it, and he has like really spiky short hair, and he looks like he's like fresh out of. He looks like a 19-year-old young pop. He's just bursted on the scene in esports. He's excited to talk about some MLG and League of Legends. And he utters the infamous line that I had to quote onto Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's amazing. Where you quote this line that says, like, you know, I think Loco Doco, and he's referring to when Loco Doco joined CLG, I think he'll bring some maturity and the kind of, like, discipline they need from Korea.
1 month later.
That's good. That's a great prediction right there, Monty. I got to tell you.
He only played an IPL 5, right? Or is another?
The MLG, the one where they lost to CLGU with the sub.
Oh, yeah.
The one that Blaze won.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. He played that and then IPL 5, right?
I mean, you should know, right, Sin? I mean, didn't he spend most of his trip in America at your house?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wasn't that the problem? He wasn't even at the CLG
I don't know
house.
their situation at their house, but everybody just hung out at the house like then, so there's always people there.
And we've never had like a Korean team like GG out unless like their Nexus turrets are going down.
Monty, even though we've just discussed that concept, I would bet that CLG also GG's out of games that they think are lost early.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Well, what the fuck? You're the coach, dude, right? You tell them not to do that.
Well, sometimes, sometimes I do tell them to not leave the game, to try to practice and playing from behind. So, but sometimes, like, I do think that the game is pretty much over, and I agree with that. And I think that sometimes the Korean teams, they don't GG soon enough in scrims because there's like a 0 or like a 0.1% probability of coming back. And it really would just be in everybody's best interests.
If I had to do, okay, let's say I was a policeman and I was interrogating you right now, and I know that there's a crime's happened, and you're saying you don't know anything about it, but I look at your face and I can kind of tell some signs like he's got something more. Okay, turn up the heat, take his water away, I'm going to go back in. I would say to you now, Monty, that just from reading your face and the way you were talking there, I think you think Voyboy's pretty overrated and that he's probably never going to be a really good mid laner.
I don't think that he's overrated. I think he's just very middle of the pack. That's it.
No,
I don't think anybody's Who's overrating Voyboy?
Okay, you're right there.
I don't feel like there's a lot of hype around him.
Wrong way to phrase that. No one rates him as good. So you agree with everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Saint made the counterpoint that Voyboy's problems are a bit like Dade's problems. If the wrong champion meta's there, you know, he just looks average. If it's the right one, then he'll be really good. Is there something to the metaphor? Does the metaphor go too far? What are your thoughts?
Well, the thing is, Voyboy's champion meta is never going to happen because Akali is not going to like magically become viable at any point. So, I mean, he's like a Dade where the meta will never be in his favor, I guess.
Nothing for that, Saint? You're just going to sit there and smile and then just inside think to yourself...
I want to kind of like make a snappy comment, but it's like...
Do it.
I'm not
motherfucker.
Gonna pick that fight.
You were going to say something about CLG. Say it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's going off pretty hard to Triss mid. Like, look at all his recent picks. The talent pick. He like went off in the LMQ game. I mean, he's playing these champions before any other team's playing it. And then you know what happens? Look at LMQ the next game. They're like, wait a second. Fucking Triss like shit on us. Like, let's try it out. Like, guess what?
Oh my goodness.
You started that meta, dude.
Oh my god.
Like, the meta's what you make it.
I've just realized Monty, there are 2 Time Lords in the same dimension at the same time. There's Voyboy and there's Genja. We didn't know it. The Voyboy is the new Time Lord. Watch out, guys. Whatever he does now, a month from now, is going to rock fucking worlds. So.
Well, I hate that whole thing, dude. I guarantee you could have played Kog'Maw with Triforce back then, and then it still played it for a full year, and it would still be the same fucking champion, and it'd still be really broken and really good.
You think Monty was exaggerating when he said, like, it's changed since then? It was always good back then.
Well, the item isn't why, like, people stop picking Shyvana and, like...
changes.
They changed was the Q, and then people don't even max the Q.
No, wasn't it the W? The W had no mana cost.
Yeah,
they did that. That was pretty big. Okay, so that's not even the item then. But another big change was people stopped playing stupid shit like Shyvana that would just dive on your ass and murder you with like 7 million armor and magic resist. And like when you had these like insane tanks like running around top lane, you can't be playing no mobile AD carry. You just be getting wrecked.
I put CLG win that best of 5 60-40. What are Saints' odds and who wins that first series? CLG Curse.
CLG Curse? I already said 50-50.
Okay, so who... Well, whatever. Okay, so you've successfully picked neither team to win in a scenario in which one must
win. That's legit how I feel. I already told you. The team that understands the stronger pick is going to win.
Everyone on Reddit who said that Saint would be like the guy to finally talk back and like give his opinions and stuff. Nope, turns out...
Wait, but this is my opinion. Just because my opinion's not an alienating one doesn't mean it's not an opinion.
You're the first person to ever pick the winner of a series as neither teams and both at the same time. Well done. Okay, so
maybe I'm the first smart person. Hey.
That's another crazy fucking statement that's going to go in that video right there. Okay. Okay, but now Saint tried to force me, the guy who knows fucking nothing about the game, to predict the whole fucking playoffs. So
I mean, you sure talk like you know a lot. Like, come on now, man.
Yeah, I know. What's it like to see that in someone else? Is it interesting? A lot of bravado, a lot of just putting themselves out there.
All right, touche, sir.
Okay, anyway. Actually,
there's nothing to argue there, dude.
I'm going to say 100% Cloud9.
Just look at the stats.
I'm going to say 100. I don't even think it's possible to have 100% favorite, but I'm going to say 100%. Unless, seriously, I don't know, High starts blowing up a balloon and both of his lungs immediately implode 1 second before the game goes live.
These things can happen, man.
Yeah, that's all that can... No.
Like Medios might be like dyeing his hair or something, like catches on fires. I don't even know that happens.
I'm going to use what's the worst logic ever. You know where people say you should never quit a game because the other guy could have a heart attack and die? That's literally what Curse has to hope for at this point. Like,
it's not that bad. Come on now.
Doa once put a comment on Twitter where he said, what did he put? Something like, what does stealths have to do to beat Samsung Blue? And I posted a reply that said something like, voodoo, mafia hits out on people, take people's families hostage, like lightning strikes. Like, these are the sort of win conditions for Curse against Cloud9. Okay.
I mean, there's earthquakes that happen in LA, dude. Like, come on,
Okay.
It's been known to happen. You can't just like randomly pick up star players that are like at the peak of their game. It's not just like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab Faker and then like we'll just put Dottie on support just because he's so good anyways. Like he'll be playing Rise support. Like
in the off
I guess
season,
we'll take them.
After the World Championships, there was the possibility to get Froggen, possibility to get Kevin, possibility to get Wicked, possibility to get all these star names, and instead your team got Quaz. They put Voyboy mid. They had fucking Zekent or whoever as support. Like, come on, dude. It's not like I'm not like making it hard here. You're not getting star players, are you? What?
Wait, I didn't make the team. I wasn't even on it. Come on, now what are you trying to blame me here?
You're telling me what happened was...
Oh, nobody's blaming you. We're asking what's going on over there.
Liquid looked down his available talent pool and he was like,
behind
you know
you.
what?
I see him.
Yeah.
I see him. Just ask him right now.
He looked into the talent pool and he was like, who's the best support player in the world I can get? Zekent. Get him in this fucking team. I need that guy on my team. I must have Zekent. There's a bidding war starting over Zekent. TSM is bidding $10 million. 11 million. I must have him at all costs. Come on, man. Instead, you were like, Zekent, do you want to be in our team? And he was like, holy fuck, really? Me? Am I yes, I'd love to be in Curse. I'm sure I'll be a very good asset. Like, what? Who the fuck is Zekent? He's not even... Dude, when he got kicked out of Curse, where did he go? Into the dumpster of Oblivion that no one's ever seen him from. He's chilling with fucking elements in it.
Come on now,
He's
man.
in the fucking afterlife with elements right now. He's not fucking a pro player. Okay, let's do another bet. You ready for another bet, Saint? Enter the zone. Get ready to become the Lord again. Here's another bet for you. In 1 year...
If you're asking the dig versus Curse thing, you're not even going to end up playing each other, so who gives a shit? I'm not going to, like,
This is going to be better than that. This is going to be better than that. In 1 year from now, Voyboy will be a better mid laner than Shifter, says Saintvicious. True or false? 1 year from now.
False.
1 year from now.
I don't even care about that bet. I'm not
No,
gonna
you
make
do
it.
care, motherfucker. That's why you didn't make it. So say it now. You know what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Son, say
sure.
what you want
Sure,
to tell me.
No, I already explained it though. Like in the whole meta thing, like
Okay.
Boy needs to have champions like
Yep.
that are meant for him to play.
Yep. So you're picking Voy, yeah?
Yeah, I'll pick Boy.
So you heard that? Is everyone witnessing? 1 year from now, Voyboy will be better
August
than
12th,
Shifter.
2015.
Bunny Fufu will be better than Xpecial. Fuck me, I love these bets. Why are you guys giving me like the best side of every bet? Okay, I'm going to be like a triple lord right now. I'm going to get all these right, okay? I'm going to go ahead and bet that Shifter will be better than Voyboy in 1 year from now. Is that
Yeah, they're up in the attic.
I don't think Cop can get a better support, whereas I'm certain I'm a Cutie Pie could get a better support. So that's the only factor I think.
Wait, hold
could
on.
change it.
Who would they get?
Let me see.
Yeah, they better get local off coaching. Then move them like up into
You
there.
want to know some? No, actually, I'm not going to be fucking crazy enough to bet on Locodoco. Forget about that. Okay, I'm not fucking out of my mind. Okay, but I will. Okay,
I'll be right
let's-
back.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll tell you who they could get. If Dignitas got Crepo, they would be way better. I'll put that right out there.
Yep.
Fuck it. If Dignitas got Glebe, I think they'd be better than with Kiwi Kid. Do you have any comments, Monty?
But they don't. He doesn't fit their Oso troll image.
Dude, that image fucking tilts the shit out of me. That's like the image where if you want to finish 4th and 5th place and you just want to have fun and you want to be like EG was before and just be a part of LCS and market yourself and all that, great, go for it, have fun. If you want to win, I don't really find it funny that you have like goofy players in your team like, hee, we're such good friends. Like, are you good in the game? Of course not, but we're great friends. Like, this isn't fucking My Little Pony. The power of friendship doesn't exist. You win in the game based on plays. Okay, so here's
I think
the
if
point.
you haven't finished high school, you should probably finish high school.
Faker. Anyway, here's the point.
Fair enough.
Here's the point. Yeah, that was.
But
obviously- he's
Korean
the outlier,
education
yeah.
system is different, but whatever.
You want a fun fact, Saint? Nick
Okay.
has never won a tournament in his career.
Really?
It's impressive.
He's played since season 1, never won a tournament. He's been in a
I mean,
zillion
there's-
semi-finals.
Well, I mean, there's a
zillion
lot
finals.
of people playing right now. If I can say the exact same thing. So
Saint,
there hasn't been that
Saint,
many tournaments.
Saint, you've won 2 tournaments.
I know, isn't that sad?
You've won 2 oh, there you go. Kiss point.
I desperately want to see them play against international teams. Like, if you ask me right now, I've seen so much of K playing internationally that I don't even care about watching them anymore, like playing international teams. You're like, if Monte Cristo, what would be your preference? I'd be like, yeah, Arrows, because I want to see how they do against like all these other teams from around the
But
world.
They
Like, I
never
know
played
how K
internationally,
plays.
right? They never.
No, they haven't,
Okay.
except for Cacao.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't buy into either of your philosophies. I don't want to see the team that's
No,
exciting
Cacao
and
actually,
fun and
Cacao
new.
didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Did he actually play against Gambit ever? It was InSec the first
Yeah.
time.
Let me think.
It was InSec in the jungle at MLG Dallas.
No, but he did play against foreign teams though. He played in like those inter-Asian tournaments.
Yeah.
But
He
he
played.
never played any Western team though.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's all that matters, right, Thorin?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about teams that are underdogs winning and the better team are getting beaten up. I love when teams are when you're the king. I think you should dominate the peasants and you should make them pay their fucking tax. And you're the goddamn king. You have the birthright of God. You should rule with an
You gotta
iron
call him
fist.
Lord, right?
Yeah,
You gotta call him
exactly.
Lord.
And they should grovel before you and show penance. And you should scorch the land if they don't do what you say. So I think Samsung Blue should fucking crush Katie Arrows so hard that fucking Cacao just quits and becomes like a streamer. He becomes like Apto, and he starts like elo boosting girls and shit. Like he can't even play after the way they dominate his fucking brains. That's what I want to happen. And not
I
only
don't
that,
think it's
Monty.
gonna happen at all, though.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close series.
Here's the reason why. Because I think that you guys over mythologize the fun team. Okay, it's like that girl. She's crazy. She's a lot of fun. She takes you out in the rain. It's crazy times. You're having awesome sex. You're getting going on those weekend getaways. But you have to come back to real life eventually, and you don't marry that girl. She's crazy. You just have fun with her. That's all she is. She's the fun girl. You marry the reliable girl. The girl who's got the brains. She manages the checkbook. She's going to be a good mother of your children. That's who you marry. And as a result, you always go with the reliable team. So Samsung Blue all the way. And I want to see SKT at Worlds. And that's why I want the reliability. All I want, Sid, is someone I can rely on. That's all I want.
But see, that's the thing is that we know Samsung Blue, the reliable woman, is going to be there at Worlds already. We can marry her. She can win the World Championship. But I want to have the fling with the crazy girl at Worlds before Samsung
Monty
Blue
wants a girl
wins.
on the side, dude.
Yeah.
This is like his bachelor party. His bachelor party
actually,
before Worlds.
on a side note, on a real note, actually, the reason I would like to see Kay at Worlds personally is because the only Kay we've seen versus foreigners before was the super dominant one who was going to definitely win and beat everyone. Whereas now
I
I
still
don't
think they would shit on like every NA
most of them,
What?
but I'm not certain that out of the three that are going to go, I think they're the most likely to lose. Therefore, I'd like to actually see, does anyone have a chance to beat Kay in this form? Because actually, if Kay goes now and Kay stomps everyone except the Korean teams, then we can just call a wrap on this shit. We can go like, you know what? Forget about these Western teams. It's over. Fucking broken down Bengi and Piglet are like stomping pub noobs' heads. Like, that's it. It's game over at that point. If the Afro Moon doublelift bot lane can't win against the SKT bot lane, call it a fucking wrap. Call yourselves the best looking fat stripper. You're not that good. It doesn't matter anymore. Take that to the bank, doublelift.
Okay.
Put Trinity Force on that one and call it a bad move, motherfucker. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of that as a general concept? Removing all the offensive shit and just making analysis.
Oh man,
You just hate SKTS, dude.
No, I think they're like Voyboy. They're just not very good, and they should accept it and stop thinking they're really good. I don't, dude. Fucking EasyHoon isn't going to get on here like, why are you saying that? I'm actually good in practice.
He
like,
probably doesn't even speak English, dude. How's
you
he supposed
racist,
to get on?
racist, you racist piece of shit. Get out of this team. No, he probably doesn't speak any fucking English.
Yeah.
That's why I love the idea that like Faker said to Froggen, like, yes, it is. But it was probably Froggen came up like, hey, Faker, don't you think totally that in the LeBlanc versus the Carthus matchup that the Carthus wins and they pull him out of the lane with it, and then Faker was like, yes, and then he turned to some guy, who the fuck is that? That's how I imagine that conversation went.
Nope, they know who Froggen is. They talked about Froggen in their comms actually. In terms of when they recorded their NLB stuff, you watch the subtitles of their NLB match, their NLB finals.
I don't want to expose the hidden curtain here. I think that Faker probably knows who Froggen is. I don't actually think that he isn't aware.
Good.
I don't think he's like
lies.
These white guys all look the same to me. Who is that? Is it Froggen? Is that? Yeah. I don't think it's like that. Obviously, it's a joke.
Okay. What was the other thing?
Yeah. Wait a second. They got Skara, yeah? Tell me more about Skara in summer season of last year. Tell me more.
Wait, I never thought Scar was a good player ever.
You've just done the opposite of what I just did, motherfucker. You're doing a big fat GG on him. He was good at one point in time.
No, he wasn't. Scar was never a good player ever.
Skara, start your tweet right now. Why is Saint always hating on me on so many insight? They're always trashing me. They don't even credit me. Like,